All right, Frank Sanders, Auburn grad. Feel pretty good about your Tigers in the tournament, big fella?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Just like that. I feel just like that long.
So
I don't know.
Because I know you're a Florida guy, so you took Florida, didn't you? You didn't take Auburn.
No, I took Auburn. Well, Rock, I was so beautifully inspired to do 2 brackets, and I realized that it doesn't matter how many brackets I do. I'm still not good at it. So got Auburn and Florida.
Hey, dude, I got to tell you this, though. This is kind of funny. So, Jimmy, we're all in our, we have the win at Weekapaw, which I think you're in. It's $100,000. And currently in first place in our bracket for $100,000 is Jimmy B. Sadly, because he is a radio host and we are hosting this bracket contest, he's not eligible. How would that piss you off? You have the possibility of winning $100,000 and nope, can't have it. Just might as well give it the goodwill.
Is it possible for him to quit after the Final Four?
I told him to quit today. I'm like, just go. I mean, for $100,000, are you kidding me? I mean, that's unbelievable.
Good friend, man. I thought you was Rock. I thought you was a tripper for a long time, but buddy, you're such a good friend. I would have quit, Jimmy B. I would have quit.
No, man, I'm staying in. I'm staying in, Frank. If I win, I'm going to brag like crazy for 2 weeks that I won, but I couldn't collect.
And then what happens to that money? That's what I want to know. Does it go somewhere? I mean,
go to the next guy?
No, you have to have so many wins. And if you have so many wins, if you have 60 wins or whatever the number is, you would win that $100,000. Anyway.
Can he lead? Can he defer and bounce out of the tournament before, or it's too late?
Yeah, I guess he could. I mean,
and the Final Four, get to the last
doesn't matter.
Allow somebody to win besides that. Could he?
I guess he could, but if you don't have the 60 wins in the bracket, you're out of it.
You don't win it, yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's get to some. There's a report. I want to get your take on this. Albert Breer from SI, his guy, he's just fishing a little bit, but he threw a story out there that he feels that Stefon Diggs could be a really good fit for the Arizona Cardinals. You already got Trey McBride at tight end. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the other side. They already tendered Greg Dortch. They re-signed Zay Jones. Your thoughts on a guy like Stefon Diggs? He's a little older. I've heard that he's got some issues. Not issues, but he's not the best locker room guy. And I don't know that, but you hear that. Who knows if that's legit? But he's a great receiver. So, what do you think? Would he be someone that would make some sense if available?
I like of course, we can look at his history, and his name definitely bodes well in the NFL regards to being one of the best receivers for a window of time when he was with the Buffalo Bills and he left there and walked himself over to Houston. Still a good receiver over there, but unfortunately injuries got him. I will say this here, though. I know what the value of having veteran leadership in the locker room and another name on the football field that the defense has to respect. Of course, coming off an injury, you would probably say the defense we're going to see if he's able to still catch 5 balls for 100 yards or something like that. Is the explosiveness still there, Rock? I'm not 100% sure, but I will say this here. I know what Stefon brings to the table, but I'd be remiss if I don't give Gregory Dortch the love he had, because the last 2 games of the season, he absolutely balled for the Arizona Cardinals. That's why they tendered him. I don't think they feature him enough, and I think a young Gregory Dortch will do exactly the same that we believe Stefon Diggs would do.
Frank,
get the ball to him.
Okay, but don't you also kind of believe that some of the issues that he had in Buffalo and then again in Houston, that would be the thing that would flip the switch? Why not to sign him?
No, you know what, the thing, but one thing he brings to the table is a toughness. And our receiving core has not been known for that over the last couple of years. And I think that what he will add is, again, veteran presence, some leadership. Maybe if he has the same skill set that he does, then that'd be the difference. He could be a difference maker. We've been asking for another name. I'm not taking anything away from Mr. Wilson on the other side of the ball, who will be coming into his 3rd season. He had a decent season last year, but maybe this could be a good breakout season between him, Harrison, McBride. and that little trio with Gregory George coming in as a third down receiver in that situation, it could possibly happen. But having a veteran on your team such as himself will just make the defense be respectful of it. Will it be controversial between him and Kyler Murray? I don't know. A big personality in that locker room might be needed. I'm not sure if he's the one that we need, though.
Talking about locker rooms, just your thoughts about Aaron Rodgers and if he would be a fit or a distraction in the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room. Seems like they have a close-knit, locker room. It just seems like when you think of the Steelers, you're like, yeah, they know what they're doing over there. You never hear any issues.
Now, you don't. I mean, I saw Antonio Brown and that debacle, which happened after he got his lunch.
Yeah.
I thought they gave him that bag of money, and we've heard that reported. The reality of the Pittsburgh Steelers is that they leadership comes from within, and they respect that. Aaron Rodgers had to bring a sense of leadership and professionalism that's definitely highly wanted or argued for by Tomlinson. You got to respect that because that's what he does. Tomlinson is full of leadership. He has professionalism at the highest level as a head coach. He talks to the guys like men. He treats them like men. And so Aaron Rodgers coming in would be just a player that has to come in and do his job as he's asked for. I'd be surprised to see him go to Pittsburgh. Can I throw something out there, caveat where I would like to see Aaron Rodgers go?
Yeah.
I would prefer to see him go to the Miami Dolphins. I really would.
Wow.
I like to see him go to the Miami Dolphins primarily because I think that we need to give Tua just another year of kind of healing. He's gone back to back 2 years in a row with head injuries that's been kind of really, really noticeable in his play. Give him another year, bring a quarterback in a quarterback style offense with three great receivers and some fast running backs. I think that'd be a better fit for him than I think Pittsburgh would be.
Frank Sanders is our guest on the Right Toyota guest
We love you,
line.
Frank.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, buddy. Have yourself a great weekend, all right, buddy? It's only Monday, but I know you start early.
All right, bro. You know I will, brother. Try my best. We're trying to get my brackets together.
All right, see you, buddy. Thanks, man. That's Frank Sanders joining us here on Rocket Manooch with Jimmy B, brought to you by Twin Peaks. Here's your schedule for the Sweet 16.
Okay.
Alabama, BYU will tip off at 4:09 on CBS, and then at 4:39, it'll be Florida, Maryland, followed by Duke, Arizona at 6:39 on CBS, and Texas Tech, Arkansas at 7:09 on TBS. And then on Friday, the first two games are Michigan State, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Kentucky, and then the two latter games are Auburn versus Michigan and Houston versus Purdue. So there you have it. Kind of get your schedule going. But as we continue, we'll tell you what's on tap tonight because you got Diamondbacks baseball and Suns